Roswell Flight Test Crew here at Xponential 2022 in Orlando, Florida. And I'm here with Pete Baker from Advanced Navigation. How you doing, Pete?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to be here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Now, I was walking by your booth and I saw this little robot hovering in this tank of water, and it took me back to drone shows like 6 years ago where drones are hovering effortlessly in place. But this is underwater. What is happening here?
Yeah, so what we've tried to do is take that drone revolution underwater. You know, like if you look back at the aerial drone market 10 or 15 years ago, you know, they were really the kind of tools that you needed, like highly trained staff to operate. They had a lot of maintenance, a lot of complexity, and a high cost. But now the drone market's totally changed in the aerial space, and drones are really easy to use. Anyone can have one, you know. That step change hasn't really happened in the underwater space until now, we like to think. So we tried to take that same kind of mentality of making things easy to use, affordable, with a lot of technology packed in a very small package. And the result of that is Hydrus, our underwater drone.
Yeah, and I was going to say, it's hard to make clear. This thing is hovering perfectly just like a drone that has a good GPS lock, but there's no GPS underwater, so...
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. Radio waves, GPS, we don't have that underwater, so it's a really difficult environment. You know, it's like working in space, but with salt water to deal with at the same time, you know. So what we do with that, we have an acoustic positioning system called Xponential. So what we do is from a vessel, we can send sound waves from the boat down to the robot and relay that echo back and calculate the position of the vehicle from the vessel, and then send it via an acoustic modem down to the robot itself, and that feeds into its inertial navigation system and provides that like absolute positioning system that a GPS would give you underwater.
So I'm guessing with that, can you do things like we do with air drones where you can like plot out a path you want it to follow for like mapping?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's how the product is designed. So you will do a mission plan on your laptop, and you can give it a lot of waypoints and tell the altitude you want it to do, tell when you want the cameras turned on, all those kind of features, and upload that into the vehicle, and then you throw it over the side of the boat and let it do the rest.
This is the question I'd ask for a drone person. How long can it operate? I mean, drones, you fly in the air, generally can't stay up there that long, but...
Yeah, so this system works for up to 3 hours underwater. The beauty of working underwater is we're not fighting gravity so much, right? We're neutrally buoyant, so we're only using power when we're like translating the vehicle, but to actually stay there, it's pretty good on the batteries.
Well, do you want to walk us through the parts of this thing?
Yeah, so this is the drone Hydrus. So if we look at the front end, we have the payload system here. We have a 4K 60 frames per second camera, and that's the main kind of mapping tool that we have here. So you can do photogrammetry or just computer vision, object recognition based on this. Further back, we have these blue sensors here, and that's a 2 megahertz acoustic transducer. And what we do with that is we bounce sound off the seabed and look at the echo coming back, and we look at the Doppler shift on all of the different areas that we're sending it out on, and from that we can determine a vector of movement of the robot over ground. Same sort of thing as you might get from like a ground tracking radar system in a plane. So we're doing that acoustically underwater in this small vehicle. The other things we have here is the LEDs for the lighting system. One of the challenges underwater is you can't just necessarily put more light into the scene. You have all these little particles and things in the water making it very turbid, so you can't just pump more light because you get a lot of backscatter. So we've tried to optimize the system so you put as little light in there as possible but still get the result that you need. So we're running machine learning all the time on here to try and optimize that lighting level that we're throwing in. Some of the other cool things that we have here, you'll see the thrusters are totally hubless. One of the other challenges underwater is you get a lot of like seaweed or fishing line entangled around a central hub on your thruster. So we've got some quite novel technology inside here to keep that like thruster, totally free from getting tangled and easy to swap out, Further up the other end, this is the acoustic end of the robot, where that Xponential, our acoustic positioning system, is talking to it and positioning it. So this is like our underwater GPS end here.
I was telling him I'm teaching a class this term at Embry-Riddle, which is multimodal. My students are notionally designing systems that are, in the air, in the sea, underwater. And one of them came to me with a project, and they wanted to build this thing, and I said, oh, you can't do precision positioning underwater. It's not possible. And I guess that's the advantage of coming to a trade show, is you find out the impossible is in fact possible.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Very difficult. There's not many people doing it. But yeah, I think this is about the smallest vehicle you can get this level of that positioning technology all in one package.
Well, Pete, it is, I mean, it's literally extraordinary, at least to my way of thinking. So thanks so much for taking the time to share it with us.
No problem. Nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk
Thank
to
you very much.
Take care. And from Xponential 2022 in Orlando, this is the Roswell Flight Test Crew signing off.